What's up, y'all? It's Tuesday, May 7th, 2024. We back again, y'all.
And we back.
Oh, uh-oh. So you about to get me in trouble. You gonna get me in trouble, cousin.
Why? What happened?
You gonna have me dancing.
Oh, because the song, the little opening, like.
You gonna get me in trouble.
I know. Can't wait. Just hold on. Yeah, just
See?
don't move.
Because you
You
know
just
I don't
relax.
know how to act.
Just relax.
So I'm gonna go ahead and share this out with my Instagram fam and see how many people we can get in here on the Instagram side.
On the Instagram.
So I'm gonna go ahead and send some invites out, and then we'll go ahead and get started. But I definitely want to invite some people and get some people in the room with us. Don't want them to miss out in case they forgot to set their alarms for 7 p.m. Central Standard Time to see Keya McClain, the poet, and
Shimeka Arnold, the dart therapist.
hey, and Shimeka, the dart therapist, and Keya McClain, the poet, are here every other Tuesday live on YouTube. And where else?
Instagram.
Hey.
I'm looking at it now. It's all
Hey.
We got Missy on there. We got
What's up, Missy?
Prosperity Clerical.
Hey, girl. What's up, Denise? What up? What up? What up? All right, y'all. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get this thing started. You guys want to know what the topic of tonight's discussion is, I'm sure. Y'all want to know what it is, don't you? You're like, tell me. Does your energy and your words match? Dun, dun, dun. And of course, we will always preface our conversations with, we are not trying to tell you how to run your life.
Yes, we are. You better do it or else. Was it my angry eye?
She cray, y'all. She cray. It ain't me. It's that one tonight. It's that one, y'all. It's that one. So look, we're gonna have fun as usual. For those that don't know, Shimeka is the crazy cousin, and I'm the crazy cousin, but I'm a different crazy.
Different crazy.
She one type of crazy, and I'm a different type of crazy. So,
together as one.
And she's one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. And before we get started, I don't know how long we've been doing this now, but I do know that over 2 years ago, we invited Shimeka to Dallas to be a part of our DAR weekend that we held. And it was amazing. We had such a great time. And ever since then, we have been doing this every other Tuesday. Can y'all believe this? We've been doing this every other Tuesday. So we need you all's help to grow the page. We need for you to share this with your friends and your family and your followers on Instagram and on YouTube. Share this content out. I mean, we be having some good conversations on here. Last week, Don and Marcus, look here. Don and Marcus, it was such a great dialogue last Wednesday. So me and Shimeka go live every other Tuesday, and Marcus and Junior Lily, they go live every other Wednesday. So if you can't catch us live, you can catch them live, and you can always catch our replays on YouTube or Instagram. Okay? So we got all that out of the way. So again, the topic is what? What's the topic again, y'all? Y'all ready?
Match what your mouth is saying.
Yes. Is it matching? And look, we ain't even here to judge if it does or doesn't. We're only here to share tools, resources, and experience. Boom. And guess what? She a whole licensed therapist and stuff. I mean,
I am. I am.
she a whole licensed therapist. I remember when she went to school.
Y'all know. Y'all don't even know how long it took me to get this license, but we're not even
It
talking.
don't matter. You got it.
My heart and my energy wasn't matching.
Uh-oh. 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 We about to go there. I think this starts the conversation. I think we about to get into it.
What does it say? Shop she smokes says, "Hey, crazies."
Hey, Juicy! That's my beautiful chica there. All right, y'all. So let's get this conversation started. Boom. Does your energy match your words? Let's talk about it. So here's the thing that, and I'm going to go through my notes and then, we'll just go back and forth here. So when I was thinking about this topic, I was like, a lot of times our words and our energy are not aligning with each other, right? I think that's pretty normal, right? Sometimes that can happen. We could want to be in a certain place, but our energy is saying something different. And a lot of times it's because we haven't taken those pause moments to just kind of do the work. We haven't taken those pause moments for stillness, meditation, connection. We haven't done those things. So sometimes we leave out the house without setting our energy intentions, is what I call it.
Yeah, I like that.
So you can't be walking out the house without setting your energy intentions, because it's going to reflect, right?
Yes.
And it could reflect positively or negatively.
Yep.
Hey, who knows? So how do you know if your energy isn't aligned with your words? Some people may be asking that question. Well, how do I know if my energy isn't aligned with my words? Well, what feelings do you have? Pay attention to your feelings. Y'all know in every session, there's not been a session I haven't talked about journaling. This is an important thing to think about, because how do you know if your feelings aren't aligning with your words? How do you know if your energy that you're putting out isn't aligning with the words? So if you tell people that I'm a gentle, passionate, caring person,
Your voice.
right? And then you like, bitch, I said. Okay. Now, I use that example first because I like to tell on myself first, right? I like to tell my business first before I get all off in y'all business. Okay. Because, child, that used to be me. It did. That's okay. I gave myself grace and forgiven myself for it. Don't be over there judging me. Look here. I done already settled up with that. I don't need you over there judging me. I done already dealt with that. It's all good.
Right.
It didn't always align. And guess what? It pops up every now and then. It rears its head every now and then and she'd be like, girl, don't you want to go back there? I'd be like, girl, stay back there. We ain't cussing people out no more. Slapping people upside their head.
But sometimes, Keya.
Say it, cousin. Sometimes what?
Sometimes people need to get cussed out. I feel like sometimes they want to be. I feel like they're like, please cuss me out.
Sometimes they get what they want.
Yeah. Sometimes
I give them what they want.
Gotta give the people what they want sometimes.
Hey, I like to fulfill orders. I'm like Amazon in this piece. Now try me if you want to. But no, so I think we're having fun with this conversation, but honestly, this was a huge problem for me.
Right.
And at the moment that I recognized it, I got called out, y'all. I got called out. I'm pretty sure I shared this story before. One of my best friends, she called me out. I met her over 20 years ago. She was like, look here, let me tell you something. That energy right there, we can't do that. And a lot of times we'll be around people that won't call us out. So we'll continue in that same energy, in that same frequency, right? And so why is that important on DAR? Why are we talking about that on Data Firm the Real? Because if your energy isn't right with yourself, then your energy ain't going to be right with other people. And then you'll always be saying how you're the victim and how you don't have this and you don't have that and you can't have healthy connections and relationships. So it's all tied together. That's why we're talking about it on DAR, because it's okay. Like, I still ain't got it 100% figured out, and I probably will never get to 100%. But I'm aware now. It's gave me the awareness to pay attention to myself, right, and to check myself, and to do those things that help me to be centered and keep my frequency high. I try to vibrate high. So there's this thing that people say. It's been trending on social media on all the platforms.
What they saying?
I'm matching energy.
Oh.
Not me. I'm not. If you want to vibe down here in the low frequency, it's all yours.
Wait, Shop She Smoke says, I rise to the occasion. Jim and I match matches energy. Jim and I. That was good.
Go on, Juicy.
The Jim and I.
Okay.
You put the Jim dash in I-E.
Yep.
And I love that.
That Gemini boy, look, and that ain't even know, you don't even got to discuss that with a Gemini, because they got 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Okay? Leave them people alone. Leave them peoples alone. All the peoples.
I leave them alone.
The Jim, the I, the Nah.
Right.
Leave them alone. Just leave them alone. Leave them alone, Pookies.
And you know what? And too, since you mentioned that too, what does your energy match the words, right? So even in, like when you said, even in dating, even in dating, right? So even in when you're like, oh, I want this type of relationship, oh, I want this, whatever, like, but is your energy matching what you're asking for too? You know, are you matching what you're asking for? Like, okay, I want somebody with good credit. Well, is your credit at least working? Because I got mine's working towards but is your credit working towards building your credit up? You know, you want somebody that's financially stable. Well, are you also maintaining, can you maintain a home as well? Can you financially keep, you know, keep a home too? You know, are you able to do this? So you have to match what you're asking for. And is that what you're asking for? Because sometimes, again, because I feel like it's so many different ways about this. Does your energy match your words? Because I remember saying, "Oh, I don't want a relationship. I don't want a relationship." But everything I was saying, I was wanting a relationship, right? So these, but then because I was speaking, I was just getting trash. Like I was getting stuff that wasn't like, because I wasn't working on me, right? So I was like, no, I don't need a relationship, because again, I was trying to avoid it. I was running from it. So the stuff I was running from, when like, so the trash was short, because again, this is what I'm saying. I'm like, look, I'm not in a relationship, so I would meet dudes that didn't want a relationship. Then I'd be like, I want one now. And they'd be like, but that's not what you wanted. That's not what you said when you first came in here.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you brought that. I didn't have it in my notes, but I'm so glad you brought that up, because that is one of those things that I did too.
I don't need no man. I don't need no man. Somebody should be like, I just want to be in a relationship with you, because that's what I really wanted. I really wanted that. But then what I was saying was being brought to me. Like I was just getting people that didn't want one, that wasn't gonna give me that.
Yeah.
Right. Then I
realized, so why do you think you were saying that? I can tell you why I was saying it. I think we talked about this before, but
I was running from a relationship. I was running from, because I didn't want to get hurt. I didn't want, you know, so I was running from not being hurt or what, you know, and again, it was me needing the healing, right? It was me needing to love on me too, because at some point, like maybe I didn't feel like I was good enough anyway, you know. So I had to really work on that, you know.
Yeah.
The balance, to get that together, to get those two to meet together, you know.
I struggled with fear, right? Which is very much close to what you're saying. I struggled with fear, and it was a trauma response. I always, from the time I was a kid up until my 40s, I was always in survivor's energy. Always in survivor energy. Always in survivor energy. And so for me, it was like, I'm going to survive. I don't know about you, but I'm going to survive. So, hey, if I got to survive by acting like a dude, being like how you act to protect myself, that's what I'm doing. Even though my emotions felt something different, and my energy translated, right? There's a couple of guys I was like, yeah, I'm cool. We can just kick it, right? But then my emotions got involved. And that make you be cray-cray a little bit, right? You turn a little cray-cray. You're like, what am I doing? What is this? Right? And you looking at your phone like, did I just call him 12 times? Uh-oh. Right? But this is the thing that I'm talking about, where your words and your energy is not lining up. You're saying one thing, but the energy's off. And so this is about the work that needs to be done too. Sometimes we need to just take those pauses and sit with ourselves and do the work. And that's the thing that we typically are running from, right?
Yeah.
Why don't people want to sit alone, Shimeka?
Sometimes we don't even like ourselves. And I can speak again from experience, because I would constantly be on the phone. I would constantly be doing stuff because I couldn't sit alone in that space of just being still. I'd be constantly trying to talk to somebody, constantly like, oh, okay, I need to call, okay, I need to talk, okay, I need something going. Like I always needed something going on, and even in this space now, like because of me doing the work, like I'm a single woman and I'm enjoying being single. Like it's not this need. Like I need a guy. I need somebody around. Like and I'm like it's weird being in this space, because I feel like that's the space I've always been in. I need somebody. I need to have something. I need to, and it's the weirdest thing to be in this space and be content.
Yeah.
And be content.
Yep.
And be content with
be content
with me.
Really content though, because that's the thing. Because before we were saying things and it wasn't true, right?
No,
I think,
yeah.
I don't think it's just me and you. We're just the ones that tend to tell our business on here, and I'm okay with that. But I think, we know other people that struggle with that, because we have society. We're gonna talk about society a little bit. I ain't gonna go all the way down there, because we can say a whole lot about that. But society really has taught us to live a certain lifestyle to be accepted. Right?
That's
right?
what we've been taught. Yes.
Yeah, because we've been taught that.
Because even here's the thing, women couldn't even have a status in society unless they had a man. They couldn't even go get their own house or their own property.
Yep.
Couldn't even do. They had to have a.
It's deep, y'all. It's deep. Yeah. So we're going to go deep for a little bit, because I want to go deep. And if you don't want to go deep with us, we're okay if you dropping off, and it's okay. But I want to go deep for a little bit, because Shimeka, we talk about this personally, just me and you, often. But society put us in a position very differently than men. I'm just talking about the women and the men, not the women versus the men. Okay. Right. So I think what happened was we were taught we got to do it like this. We got to do it like that. If it doesn't look this way, because little girls are taught to play with dolls and have a baby. Little boys are taught to have I'm dating ourselves. They had little war toys. They had trucks. They had those types of things. And that was supposed to help them identify with their masculinity, right? These dolls and these doll houses and all of that was supposed to help us with our femininity, but more so about caring for other people. This is why women don't care for themselves. This is why women are tired and beat up, because we were taught, take care of other people. Do this, do that. And so it's very, very deep. This can cause, when you get older, and that's not really a connection for you, because I can say for me it wasn't. You start to have resentment and you're disconnected.
Yes. Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that can cause some issues with your energy as
Right.
well.
Right. And you're not knowing, right? Because it was funny. My son had to point this out to me too. Because I would be like, okay, they coming over, like some whoever it was, right? They coming over, and he was like, do you even want them to come over? Because he see my face, and I'd be like, not really. And he said, you know, you can say no, right? I was like, no, but they need me. They need me to. He said, but it was resentment in me,
Yep.
like I'd be mad at myself
Mm-hmm.
because this is what I'm supposed to do, because I'm supposed to be inviting. I'm supposed to, like, and it was a person that wasn't nice to me. That wasn't a nice person. And he was
Yep.
like, they don't have to come over. They don't have to. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, no, because I'm supposed to be there. I'm supposed to, and even it's funny because even it's like the church reinforces that, but the Bible says love yourself as you love others.
Yourself comes first.
Yeah, love yourself
You before
as
other people.
right. So then they say, well, that's selfish. Okay. I mean, does that mean like because I'm caring for me, because I'm making sure I'm good? Because even on the plane tell you to put the mask on you before you put on somebody else, because you got to make sure you're good before you put it on the next person.
But is that selfish? Or is that
I,
something that
why did we say?
society again
And then
has told us?
why is it a negative word?
Yes.
But like, and what it was another word though. It was selfish, and it was, I think was, did you mention it was selfish, and it was another word, and I was like self-centered.
Mm.
So being self-centered and selfish are two different things,
Yeah.
right? Being selfish should not be a negative connotation.
It shouldn't.
It should not be negative.
Especially when you're being selfish with you. And look, I was called selfish because I was like, I need people to understand at all times I'm choosing me over anybody.
Mm-hmm.
At all times. Like, I told my son that. At all times, I'm going to choose me
Mm-hmm.
over you and anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And why that's huge for me is because there was never a time that I would have said that 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Never a time. I would have never said anything like that because I did believe that that was selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Now I understand that that is the care that I need to have for myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If I don't care about me, I can't care about anybody else anyway.
Mm-hmm.
How does that not add up for people?
You'll be depleted. You'll be depleted. You'll be trying to give pieces of yourself, and you don't even have nothing to give to you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that's we have. And then, I mentioned this last session that a friend of mine mentioned. He was reading somewhere where the number one cause of women dying is stroke.
Yep.
It's stroke. We continuously depleting ourselves for our children, for our husbands,
Mm-hmm.
for everybody else. We
Yep.
deplete ourselves for everybody else, making sure everybody else good and not taking care of us. Yes, be selfish. It is okay to be selfish.
I'm a fan of people being selfish with themselves. You know
Please
what I'm
be
saying? Like, be
selfish.
selfish with yourself. Do what you need to do,
Yeah.
and to take care of yourself, to have your own peace of mind. And whatever that may look like for you, do that thing.
Yeah.
Just do it. I think also one of the things that I wanted to hit on, like, cause you went there with that one. See, that was, y'all need to understand something. That was she hit me with a 1-2. Like, I wasn't ready for that one, but I was ready. I got ready.
You always.
So I want you to also think about what energy you feel from other people, right? Because when you start to pay attention to other people's energy, then you'll start to delve more into yours, because the same way you can pick up on other people's energy, you can pick up on your own energy.
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes we don't
Pay attention.
we don't concentrate on picking up on our own energy.
Man.
We concentrate on other people.
Everybody.
This is the thing in life, period. People tend to focus on other people rather than themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's what creates judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're so busy focused on other people that you're not taking the time to look at your damn self.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is nobody else's energy that I care about unless it affects mine.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If I see you at a distance being ugly and nasty and vibing low, That has absolutely nothing to do with me.
Right, right,
I just need to be intact and in check with my own energy. Okay,
right,
Kia, what's your energy saying? Because you don't want your energy to say that over there.
right, right,
As an empath and as a seer, I feel everything.
right, right,
So I'm very in tuned with everybody around me, and I
right,
had to learn how to get in more in tuned with myself.
right.
So start practicing getting in tune with your own energy. So you might, one of the things you can do is pay attention to other people's energy.
Mm.
And then you can start to concentrate, okay,
How am I feeling
how am I feeling?
around
And
them?
journal about it.
Hmm. How do I feel when I'm around them? We talked about this
Yeah.
before. How do I feel when I'm around them? Do I feel safe? Do I feel protected? Do I feel whatever? How do I feel when I'm around them?
Yeah.
You know, I remember, shoot, it's, I have to even still, hold on, let me tell, I'm texting my son because he's coming to get me because I'm at the office. Um, uh, like even, when I was, dating this guy, and I'm like, oh my God, even now, still now, I still gotta be like, Shamika, but remember how you made you feel? Like, still, I'll be like, dang, I miss this part of him, right? I miss this aspect of him. But then it was like, it's so much more stuff that occurred, like all over here, that
Mm-hmm.
I have to remind myself of,
Yeah.
you know, how did he make you feel when you're around him? Did you feel safe and secure? Check in with you. Like, how did he make you feel good about you?
Yeah. That type of self-awareness doesn't feel good, y'all. Like for those that haven't, started the healing journey and the healing process, I recognize why many people may not have started the journey yet. I would start and stop.
Mm-hmm.
Start and stop. I'd be like, the starter quit. My alternator went out. I can't do it this round. Maybe next time. Maybe
Next
next
time
time.
I get back to it.
Until finally
Mm-hmm.
I just was exhausted with myself. Like, and I remember the morning vividly. I remember the morning. I woke up. I was like, look here.
Mm-hmm.
This it.
Hmm.
Today is it.
Hmm.
What happened yesterday will never happen again.
Mm-hmm.
You got to start over. You got to start anew. You got to do the work, baby. You got to do the work. And that is when I just went heavy into seeing in the mirror
Mm-hmm.
who I was, right? And then trying to start slowly stripping away at the ego, because the ego was a big part of some of the behavior,
Mm-hmm.
right? And sometimes our ego gets us the attention that keeps that type of energy around us, which keeps us in that energy.
Right, right.
So I think it's important just to like sit with yourself and be like, you know what? Now's the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now's the time. Or now's the time to keep going.
Hmm.
Because I know what's coming if I keep doing this work.
Mm-hmm.
Like the level of peace I have in my life,
Mm.
the level of it just don't matter. Those things don't matter. Those people don't matter. That situation don't matter. Like it has nothing to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
I can only focus on me and mine.
Mm.
But I have to start with me at all times,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because if I ain't right, I ain't got no business worried about if somebody else ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't none of my business. If you ain't right,
Um,
you ain't right.
no, you.
Now, I might separate myself from you,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not talking about you. I'm not concerned with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to do what I need to do for me.
Right.
And
You're
that might be removing you.
yeah, and you're relevant now. You're irrelevant
Yeah.
now, and it's okay. Yeah.
So, checking our energy, I'm not going to lie, it does require some work. It requires you becoming more self-aware.
And even when you said you had to look in that mirror, looking in that mirror, really looking at yourself and saying, I need some work. I need to work on this. And
Yeah.
even even when we talk about like, okay, so your energy matching your words, like write down a list of things you want, right? Write down a list of things you want, and then go by one and ask, how do you feel about this? Because even because I know that when I would be like, I want to, like when I was like, okay, I want to be in a relationship, but then I was like, it was still this hesitation. It was still this hesitation inside. I'd be like, I want a relationship. I want a relationship. hmm I want a relationship. And I realized, and I was like, wow, what is this? What is this? Do I really like? Am I really wanting this? Do I really, But it was really, and it wasn't really about a relationship. It really was not about a relationship. It was really about learning how to love on me. It was really
Mm-hmm.
about learning how to honor me. It was really about learning how to honor me.
Yeah.
You know, and so how am I going to honor anybody else or honor a relationship when I'm not honoring and valuing myself?
Yeah.
And so
Woo.
we just had to, and I just had to, we just, it was, I had another group of women, we were talking, and we were talking about, this one woman was saying, like, people be like, when you have kids,
Hmm.
first of all, um, first of all, because people will tell you when you go get married, when you go, because
Mm-hmm.
again, expectation of a woman, right? This is what
Yep.
you're supposed to be doing. Don't let
Yep.
nobody supposed to be doing, right? Because again, your energy might not be matching what their expectations of what they want from you.
Mm-hmm.
So pull back, right? Don't let anybody pressure you into a marriage. Don't let nobody pressure you into having children. Don't let nobody pressure you into having a job that you don't want, that you're not
Mm-hmm.
happy with. Don't let anybody pressure you, right? That's for don't even for men. Don't let nobody pressure you. You supposed to be having these kids. You supposed to don't let nobody pressure you. Check in with yourself. What do I really want for me? Does my heart and my energy and my words, do they all align with this same, or is it expectations from everybody else? Identify
Mm-hmm.
your expectations from everybody else other than what you require for you, because everybody's like, people look at people's marriages and be like, goals, how they got to it, and you might not want what they got.
Yep.
So find out what you want first. Find out, make sure your everything match and are in alignment with what you want for you, not anybody else's nothing, not anybody
Mm-hmm.
else's nothing. And make sure you're checking in with yourself, like, because we have oh my gosh, because society, religion, church will put a lot of guilt on you because of the
Mm-hmm.
expectation they have of you. But what if your relationship with God is your relationship with God?
Yep. And they ain't got nothing to do with nobody else.
Nobody else. Nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel good? Does this make you feel light to choose this? Or does it make you feel heavy?
Yep.
Because you might be choosing for somebody else and not even for you.
Mm-hmm. Talk about that. Talk about that light and heavy. Tell them about that.
Okay. Okay. You guys ready for this? Okay, I love the light.
Cause I love hearing about light and
I
heavy.
love the light and heavy. So I learned this from Access Consciousness, right? And so the concept of light and heavy, because when you're being lied to or when there's a lie in the space, you feel heavy. Oh my gosh, I used to sit in church and feel heavy all the time. The judgment that came from, anyway, I'm not gonna go into that. But so for instance, so I don't know if I wonder if you could, let me see. I wonder if you can feel, like, if you can perceive it on over the waves right here. So if I do this right now. So okay, so say right now I'm talking to y'all directly. I'm talking to y'all directly, right? Perceive which one feels light and which one feels heavy, right? So I'm gonna start this first one. And you sit in it and you see how it feels to you. So what if I say, you know what, you should just give up. You know what? Life is too hard. Give up. Let go. Don't worry about it. Life is hard. You know that you're not worth anything. Your life is not important. You're not important. Okay. Okay. Feel that. Now, what if I tell you you are an amazing gift? You are here for a purpose. You are breathing the breath of life so you can, because you have a purpose here. And what if the purpose is to love on you? What if the purpose is to love on you? Now which now what now feel that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one felt heavy and which one felt lighter for you? Sometimes I get chills, when I'm like, ooh, my body lit up, like, ooh.
Yeah.
Even when I'm saying how much of a gift you are, how much you are important. Like I feel lighter for you because I know it's true. I don't even
Mm-hmm.
know you. I don't even have to know you, but I know it's true because you here. Because you here.
Even when you give the example of light and heavy, right? Because I think
Mm-hmm.
we probably can all agree. Nobody's commenting, but I think we can all agree that the first one was heavy
Right.
and the second one was light, right? Y'all
Right.
ain't even participating with us tonight. Y'all
They
just
probably
like
just,
forget it.
they probably just stand at the screen
They
like
like we just like gonna watch
they just
y'all. We
sit
just
down.
gonna look at y'all. Y'all cute.
I feel y'all still there. I feel y'all still here. The ones that need to be here is here.
Okay, but look, the first one was heavy, the second one was light.
Yeah.
This is also what you just displayed was also what you see when you encounter other people,
Yeah.
right? So when we were talking about the energy of feeling the energy of other people, when she did the first example of the heavy, that's what you encounter with other people sometimes. Sometimes you are the encounterer. You are the person that's heavy. That's why you got to look at yourself, start looking at yourself. Am I light or heavy?
Mm-hmm.
How do I come to people? Light or
Mm-hmm.
heavy? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And so that's taking
Man.
what you have taught us to another level of okay, recognize it when people are saying things to you that are light or heavy, but also recognize if you are light or heavy.
Right. If you speak in truth, or you lying to lying to yourself or lying to everybody else.
Yeah,
Hmm. You know. Mm. So if
that's
you the
good.
one that step to a room and make people feel heavy, if you the
Yep.
one in the room and making people feel not good about themselves, hmm. Then
Because what happens when you're the heavy person,
mm,
what's happening is you are what's the word? I can't think now. You are basically putting that energy off on other people,
mm-hmm.
what you feel about yourself.
But yeah, projecting,
You're projecting, right?
project,
You're
projecting.
projecting and that energy is felt.
Mm,
Meanwhile, you think it's hidden because
mm-hmm.
because it's all internal, right? You think, oh, this private. Don't nobody know I'm really hurt. Don't nobody really know
Right.
I'm really wounded. Don't nobody really know I got all of these issues going on internally, but really it's the loudest thing.
Mm-hmm.
You thought it was quiet, but it's very, very loud. Energy is louder than words and body language
Right.
because people can feel that.
Right.
It's the loudest thing in the room a lot of times. I can
Right.
walk in the room and be feeling all kinds of stuff, and I'm just like, I've gotten to the point where big crowds sometimes is just a lot for me
Mm-hmm.
because I'm feeling all of these different energies.
Mm-hmm.
You got 100 people in the room. Everybody came there light, medium, or heavy.
Mm-hmm. Medium.
I'm gonna give them a medium. So you got all those energies to encounter,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a big part of why I have. That's a big part of why I've kind of stepped away from a lot of things
Mm-hmm.
because of that. It's hard for me to be in that energy
Mm-hmm.
because it's overwhelming. It's very overwhelming.
Right.
And so Tanya said the elephant in the room. Absolutely. That's that. Oh, I feel it. I feel the shift. Even when you talk about people feeling the shift in the room,
Mm-hmm.
something can be said or done and it just completely shifts everybody's energy in the room.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's how powerful energy is. It's
Right.
that powerful. And
Right.
so check your own energy because again, oftentimes, and you brought this up earlier, Shamika, when you said this is something when you brought one part up and I brought another part up. You brought up the church and I brought up our upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
Little girls were taught, society taught little girls to take care of other people, not just a man.
And
Society taught little girls to grow up to be women who neglect themselves to take care of everybody else. And then, in addition to that, you go to church and the church tells you pretty much the same thing. And so it's about kind of believe what you want, connect to whatever you want, right? Because this don't change my relationship and my connection with my source whatsoever. I got my own personal source.
Right.
However, we do have to understand that there are some things that society has put on us that we have every choice to accept or to say, yeah, I'm not going to necessarily go with that.
Does that make you feel heavy or light?
Does it make you feel heavy? Ooh, does it make you feel heavy or light?
You be sitting there, boy, judging yourself. Ooh, you be sitting there judging yourself and how wrong you are. Be sitting there and you be like, what if that's not true? What if you are important? What if it's not true? What if it's a lie being told to you?
What if it's okay to be single? What if it's okay?
What if it's okay to be single? What if it's okay to just love on you? And it doesn't mean that you're going to be a spinster with cats. What if it means you're going to travel the world and not have to question or answer anybody?
And what if you knew that hell didn't play a part in it? You ain't going to go to hell for doing this and doing that. You can do whatever you want to do. And you don't have to be consumed with all of these other things and fear. Yeah. Which is heavy.
Very heavy.
Which is heavy. So you have to start choosing.
Spirit of fear. It says in the Bible, God has not even given us a spirit of fear, but of love and of a sound mind. What? So you should not even be sitting in fear. And judgment. Yeah. Also, Chevalier said, hey, y'all. Hey, Chevalier.
Hey, you. How you feeling, Skillet? Okay. Who said what now?
Mr. Don Juan said, man, y'all going deep sea fishing tonight. He said, heaven and hell is all a state of mind.
Yep. It's all a state of mind. And we walking around in fear.
Man.
You feeling heavy.
And then being miserable. And here's the thing. Like, I remember being so miserable. Like, not even happy with the life that God has given me. Not even happy with the life that God has given me. Because I'm too afraid to step on the crack.
Yep.
I'm too scared to do something because God, I'm gonna get punished. Like, what if that's not even the way God wants you to live life? What if He wants you to enjoy? What if we're supposed to be afraid or fearful or not enjoying? Why is it so beautiful outside? Right? Oh, he said I'm rocking the quotes correctly.
Hey, don't come for my cousin.
I was practicing.
Now look, don't make me come in the other room, producer. Look here. I know you my fiance and all, but don't come for my cousin.
I've been practicing. I was reading some stuff.
Look here. She was ready tonight, babe. Cause boy, she be messing them quotes up. Misquoting scriptures.
I do.
Boy, I'm like, what? Where did you get that scripture from, ma'am? Where is that?
Stations, illustrations.
Leave it to you. You be making some stuff up.
You gotta look up any quotes.
Yeah, you had help last time.
It's about community and teamwork.
Don, like, let me go and help her. Let me just. He just typed it up real quick. Let me go and help her.
Let me slide and post that.
But no, like y'all, like I love the fact that you shared this with everybody, because when you shared it with me, it was such a gem. And you know, I always tell people I got two therapists. I got the one I pay and the one I don't pay. Okay, and so when she and I are talking offline and she's telling me things, I definitely want her to share some of those things with you all because it's been helpful. In fact, today I was on Marco Polo with my bestie in St. Louis, and I shared with her about how does it get any better than this. Man. So she calls me. She's like, oh, I love that. How does it get any better than that? What?
The best thing. Oh my gosh. If I had a magic bag, how does it get any better than this? Would be the best thing to pull out the bag.
How does it get any
Man,
better than this?
changes so much. Especially, I remember I don't know if I told you guys that, like I was like on the side of the road with a tire. I hit with some holes in the street. What's the
A
hose?
pothole.
Thank you,
For
pothole.
you before you make something up, let me help you. She's finna say potluck, y'all. I hit a potluck.
I hit a potluck in the middle of the road. Girl towed my tire up. It said, "Bah!" Popped the whole tire. Right at nighttime, dark time, on one of them roads that the trucks go back and forth on. And I sat there. And at first, I wanted to sit in the sadness. Right, I wanted to sit in there like, "Whoa, it's me." But then I was like, "Okay, no. How does it get any better than this?" So I was like, so when I was like, "Nope, how does it get any better than this?" Then I started realizing, like, man, I got AAA. I pay for AAA now. Like I was able to have AAA come. I had my mother's husband. He be getting on my nerves sometimes, but he gave me this flashlight. That's like a SS. I don't know. It's a safety flashlight. I don't know what kind of flashlight it is, but it'd be like it'll blink. It'll like show the flashlight, then it blink. And then it like And so when the truck came, I was like flashing, flashing. I was like, here I am, because he looked like he couldn't find me. I was like, look at that, look at this flashlight. Look at turned everything around to fix my tire, and because I was on top of getting new tires and taking care of my car, I was able to the tires were brand new, so I was able to get my tire taken care of because it was. How does it get any better than that?
Yeah.
How does it get any better than that? I've been working on, again, that's and again, that's a form of taking care of me.
Yeah.
I didn't have to wait. Like, I don't have to wait for no, like, because that's what I was thinking. If I would have had a man, he could have saved me. What?
Yeah.
Who's even talking like that? Why are you even? Who save you? What? What are
Mm-hmm.
you doing? Look, you've been taking care of yourself. You've been saving yourself. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You got this, baby girl.
Yeah.
You've been taking care of business. Hi, Ashes, cigar lounges. I like the little wave on the Instagram. See, I'm so distracted. Look at how
Read Don's comment. I can't see it.
he said. He First he said teamwork made the dream work. Then he said, "LOL." That's right, teamwork made the dream work. That's right.
Yes.
AAA. He said flashlight, AAA, flashlight, and a 357 is all. I do want to start going to the shooting range, so I do want to learn how to
Mm-hmm.
shoot. That's my next thing. That's my next.
Yes.
My son going to college. I'm going to the shooting range, learn how to shoot.
Yeah. Have that peace on you.
Yes.
And bring them peace.
Right. That's what they want. You got to give them what they
If
ask
that's
for.
what they want, gotta give them what they want.
Take me out. I'm like,
I got peace for you, baby. How does it get any better than this?
how does he get rid of it? They be like,
Do you want it to feel light or dark? Because I'm going to make the light go off. Not light or heavy this time.
Right, y'all can't be playing with us. Okay? We might be smiling and stuff, but y'all know.
That's my homie from the Lou in the building.
Yes.
Yeah, so you guys make sure, like, if you guys don't take notes during this, that's okay. You can go back and watch the replay and get your notes. But I definitely want you to use the light and heavy that Shimeka just taught us. And I also want you to use how does it get any better than this? Sometimes we get overwhelmed and we get stressed out about things. And how does it get any better than this always helps me. It always calms me. And Marcus can tell you. So this happened to me yesterday, y'all. I'm always telling my business. This happened to me yesterday. I got so frustrated with my mom, right? Mm-hmm. And the three of us were in the car, and I got so frustrated. Now, this is where the awareness steps in for me, because typically when she like frustrates me like that, mm-hmm. I just go off, right? Mm-hmm. But I just kind of like, in my head, I was like, how does it get any better than this? Breathe, Keya. Just breathe, right? and it's going to get taken care of. It's going to be okay, right? And she was like, just drop me off. Just drop me off, right? So she got flustered, which oftentimes would make me get flustered, right? And I just was like, nope, I'm not matching your energy. Because had I matched her energy, I would have dropped her off at home, and then I still would have had to deal with her issue later. But she was like, I guess she must have thought about it as she was sitting in the back seat, like, hold on. She was like, I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared, right? I wasn't prepared. And that was because I believe it was because of my reaction.
Yes.
And so she says, I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared.
You shifted the energy.
I shifted the energy.
You shifted the energy. You shifted exactly what, like, breathe. Okay, take your time, breathe, and you shifted.
Yeah.
And yes.
And it was cool because I could see Marcus looking at me, right? He's sitting right next to me, and I can see him looking, because he knows how I can get sometimes with her. I can get flustered. And so he's looking at me, and I'm just like, nope, I'm not going to do that. And so then, like I said, it shifted her energy. And ultimately, our goal was to go and find her another car. And we got her another car. We got her the car she wanted.
Wow.
We pulled off the lot with the car within 2 hours. So my point is, had I matched her energy,
it would have been all bad.
It would have been all bad.
Still wouldn't have had a car.
She still wouldn't have had a car. I would have still been frustrated because I would have had to keep doing all of this. And so it worked out because I am becoming more aware of, okay, that's not going to work this time, Keya. You did that before. Right. You know the outcome.
And here's the thing too. You also know that sometimes when she responds to, when you're aware of people's response and where the response is coming from too, then you can respond a different way too. Yeah. You know, because it was probably fear too. Her, because she carries the fear sometimes, you know, of the unknown, of not, you know, oh, what if this doesn't turn out good, or, you know. So yes, that was good.
Yeah. I wanted to share that because that's a big one for me. That's a big one for me. I can sometimes get flustered and frustrated with her because of her responses sometimes, and then I'm going back and forth. So I can't see. What did it say?
Okay, it says, Don said, so Marcus no longer going out there and getting under that hood, and Marcus said, hell no, thank you.
He no longer has to go and get underneath the hood. And when I said, I was like, how does it get any better than this? Marcus said, I bragged the whole way home. Like, not on me. I was like, now see what God did in that situation, right? Because it wasn't me. It was me relinquishing myself.
Yeah.
It wasn't me, but it was such a powerful moment, and how it even turned the deal she got. It was absolutely amazing.
It was ease.
I'm still in awe. And I love those easeful moments like that.
Ease.
Yes.
Ease.
It was amazing.
What if life is supposed to come to you with ease and joy and glory? What if that's the real goal to get to?
Yeah. And when we're talking about energy, let's talk about our expectation for what things are to be, right? Because like you just said, my expectation could have been that we would have done this thing that we sometimes do. Go back and forth. But in this instance, I just was like, breathe. Because guess what? This ain't even about you, Keya. Right? Sometimes we can center ourselves in things that ain't even really about us, right? My mother was frustrated. She went without a car for months, right? We were looking for a car for her when I got into my accident. Then they totaled my car, and I had to look for a car, and I haven't been feeling the best. So it's just, she's been waiting. She's just been patiently waiting, and it's not her fault. You know what I'm saying? I understand the frustration. I get it. But I also was frustrated myself. But then I thought, this ain't even about you. It's not even about you. Don't center yourself in something that's not about you.
Don't take that on.
Yeah. And so when you recognize those things, it shifts your energy. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I said I don't match energy.
Mm-hmm.
Because had I matched the energy, we would have been going back and forth. I would have dropped her off and she wouldn't have had a car.
And you still would have to deal with it. But you know what, too? We also have to recognize, too, that our parents weren't taught emotional maturity. They
Mm-hmm.
weren't taught how to emotionally regulate their own emotions because
Yeah.
again, we were raised in this thing where kids are to be seen and not heard, and
Mm-hmm.
that silliness, and so they weren't taught to, because and then if you better not cry, you better hold it in, you
Yeah.
better not cry, right? I'm getting a butt whooping, but I better not cry. It shouldn't
Mm-hmm.
hurt. Like, I need to mask my emotions. So we were taught, and they were taught, they did exactly what they were taught, and so they weren't taught to emotionally regulate, and
Yeah.
so emotional intelligence is low. And so when we start learning, then we start modeling appropriate emotional responses, and they'll learn from that without us having to say it,
Yep.
without without saying, like, well, you need to be doing this. No, it's that I'm going to change my energy and
Yep.
shift it so that way this can change.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to. Sometimes you don't have to tell nobody nothing.
Yep.
Sometimes you just this is where you don't have to match the energy. You shifted the energy.
Exactly. Exactly.
So look how
And that's what I prefer to
how
do.
powerful that is.
Yeah, that's very powerful, cousin. It is so, and that's why I say I don't want to. If I match the energy, that means, let's say for instance, I am on a very high vibrational day, and you're down here. Now I've taken myself down here to match your energy. Now I don't even feel right anymore,
Now,
right?
right now you done brought yourself down here, and your whole day is tore up.
And I'm bringing energies into my life that I don't even want to deal with. That's not
Man,
even mine.
right?
So that's the importance of shifting. And yes, I am proud of myself. I have to toot
Very
my
proud.
own horn and say
I'm
I'm very proud of myself.
good to your own horn. That's growth,
Yes.
especially when you're dealing with parents. Because when you're dealing with parents, sometimes they would take you there because you be like,
Yep.
right? But
Mhm.
when you're able to change and shift that, that's big.
Yeah.
That's big. That's big. So I'm proud of you. Good job, cousin.
Thank you, cousin. And thank you, babe. I saw
And,
your comment.
and I'm proud of you, mommy, too. Big cousin. For
Yeah.
for because she didn't have to choose it if she didn't want to.
Yeah.
She chose to go with it. She chose to turn it around.
Mhm.
She made a
Mhm.
choice. You didn't have
And
to tell.
and that's cool too, cousin, because she's been choosing that a lot. You know what I'm saying? She's been
Yes,
choosing
yes,
that a lot. I've
yes,
been I've been seeing the growth and I've been seeing the
yes.
shifting with her. And so that lets me know, like, we're on the right trajectory, you
Yes.
know? We're on the right trajectory of healing
And on that frequency.
and growing in our frequency, growing in our relationship and
Mm-hmm.
connection. And I think sometimes, like, we are very quick to judge our parents and to knock them down
Mm-hmm.
without a full understanding. And I have an understanding, and I think that's what that for me, that's what requires for me
Mm-hmm.
to just keep showing up and to
Mm-hmm.
keep being present and to keep listening and keep
Mm-hmm.
learning and
Mm-hmm.
keep healing,
Yes.
you
Yes.
know, and having that understanding of her and her own childhood
Yes.
traumas and wounds
Right.
as I heal my own,
Yes.
you know?
Yep. And setting
So,
back healthy.
yes, and setting those boundaries. Absolutely. So,
Mm-hmm.
we hope that you guys enjoyed. Y'all was
Yay.
quiet tonight. We needed Floyd tonight because Don was all in with
Don
us.
was in there. Yeah, Don.
Don was all in with us, but we needed Floyd tonight because y'all was just like,
Floyd,
we
where
ain't talking to
are you?
y'all.
Floyd, where are you?
Where you at, Floyd?
Where you at, Floyd?
Now,
Don,
trust
you
and
holding it
believe.
down. Don said he holding it down. That's right, Don. I
So
know
look,
Marcus said that.
the funny thing is, if we were 2 minutes late, let's just say we were 2 minutes late, Floyd would have been calling, texting. We was on time tonight.
On
We
time.
was ready for Floyd. We was at 7 o'clock and not 8 o'clock. All right, Floyd, when you come back and watch the replay, Just, you heard it from us. We missed you. And we appreciate you, Don, for holding it down with us.
Thank you, Don.
And for those that will come back and watch the replay, just send us your comments, any questions you may have, and we will see you all 2 Tuesdays from now. But we're going to close out like we do. Shimeka, close us out.
Last week.
Yeah.
You was like, cousin. I was like,
we just totally missed it.
Hilarious. Okay. Oh, I was like, what's I supposed to be doing? I know I'm supposed to be doing. Let's take a deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. We thank you for being on here with us, you guys. We are so grateful for those that showed up to receive. Thank you for receiving. Good job for receiving. We're honored when you come on here to listen to us. We are so honored, and we thank you because you guys are amazing and you are important. And guess what? What if all of life can come to you with ease and joy and glory? How does it get any better than this? And what else is possible?
Yes. Woo, that one was good. I felt that all down to my toes. Namaste, y'all. We love y'all. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Don, Junior Lily, and Marcus will be back next Wednesday. Until next time, y'all. Peace. In eyes of mine, you see